Many of our modern lives are organized around individual productivity. We navigate high-stress environments in isolation, often spending our remaining energy searching for complex external solutions to find a sense of equilibrium. Traditional agrarian villages offer a different, highly integrated model. These communities operate as self-sustaining ecosystems, where shared daily survival creates a continuous cycle of resources and communal stability. This ecosystem relies on a structural framework, three interlocking pillars that process the difficulties of rural life into a sustainable form of collective joy. By looking at how these pillars function together, we can see how a community manages to stay resilient despite the constant demands of their environment. This system is driven by its primary operators, farmer Kaka, his cow Gauri, and her calf Moti. Their relationship forms the core of a specific economic and social unit. Everything starts with the first pillar, labor or mehanat. This is the relentless energy required to maintain the village's basic survival. Kaka's morning is a high-stakes race to feed the livestock and secure the daily milk supply. This milk is more than food. It is the essential yield that supports the entire household. This labor is inherently chaotic. The environment is unpredictable, and productivity is constantly threatened by small disruptions, like a goat attempting to eat the laundry while Kaka is busy with the troughs. Protecting these resources requires constant vigilance. A single moment of distraction is an opportunity for a neighborhood cat to raid the morning's work. On paper, this environment should lead to total systemic burnout. The work is physically demanding, the risks are constant, and the variables are many. The most significant source of friction in this system is Moti the calf. He represents the unpredictable, chaotic energy that can derail a carefully planned morning. Moti's bursts of energy often result in unintentional sabotage. A quick jump or a clumsy turn can instantly disrupt the farm's efficiency. When he knocks over a full water bucket, it creates an immediate loss. In an environment where every resource is manually hauled, this is a significant setback for the day's labor. Sudden triggers in the environment, like a rooster's morning call, cause Moti to jump, startling the other animals and creating a cascade of barnyard confusion. The daily hazards intensify greatly when it rains. The workspace transforms into a slippery trap where Moti struggles to find his footing in the deep, wet mud, further stalling the chores. Under a strict labor model, this series of mishaps would be viewed as a failure of management. The cumulative friction of these errors would usually result in stress and reprimand. Yet in the village, the reaction to these failures is laughter rather than anger. The community uses a different mechanism to handle the stress of lost time. This is the second pillar, love, or pyar. It serves as the system's internal shock absorber, neutralizing the tension generated by the day's labor. Kaka responds to the chaos with patience. He cleans the mud off the calf and resets the buckets, absorbing the physical splashback of Moti's energy with a smile instead of a shout. This approach is a deliberate strategy for communal health. By meeting failure with patience, the older generation teaches the younger members that mistakes are part of the shared process, not a reason for fear. Without this constant application of care, the physical and mental friction of the daily workload would eventually erode the social fabric of the community. As night falls, the physical work concludes. The combination of hard labor and patient management begins to produce a specific emotional outcome. This leads to the third pillar, apnapan, or belonging. It emerges when labor and love integrate. This belonging is expressed through acts of reverence. The village children garland Gauri with flowers, recognizing her as a vital participant in their lives. In the evening, the usual boundaries of the farm dissolve. Humans and animals occupy the same space without the pressure of the day's tasks, existing simply as a group that has endured the day together. The atmosphere becomes festive. A moment of mischief, like Moti stealing Kaka's hat, is transformed from a disruption into a shared joke. This shared joke strengthens the group's bond. This sense of belonging is the final catalyst. It turns a group of exhausted workers into a resilient family that is ready to repeat the process tomorrow. The final result of this three-pillar system is the achievement of shared abundance. The day's yield, the fresh milk and the sweets made from it, is distributed throughout the village. The physical reward of the work is experienced collectively. This outcome stands in contrast to modern models, where work is often performed in isolation and rewards are kept private, leading to a sense of exhaustion without fulfillment. The village model suggests that joy is a byproduct of how we integrate our effort, patience, and community. When these three elements are treated as a single, unified process, every day's work ends in a shared celebration.